Timothy. Welcome to IDEF 2023. I'm Aykut Kertmen. I'm responsible for the business development for the Meteksan defense, especially for the naval products. And in IDEF 2023, we have new naval products for our customers, for the Turkish Navy and the allied naval forces. And today, first, I want to talk about the new version of ULAQ. You know that the ULAQ is the Turkey's first armed unmanned surface vehicle. And as you can recall that from 2020, we are conducted too many tests with the ULAQ, missile firing, gun firing, and etc. And in this fair, we are now we developed a new system. It is expandable unmanned surface vehicle. It's a kamikaze unmanned surface vehicle called ULAQ KAMA. ULAQ KAMA can carry payloads, explosive payloads up to 200 kilograms. And it'll go as fast as 50 knots, and it has an satellite communication link on it, and it has a very high level autonomy capability on it. So it can use its electro-optic and IR sensors to recognize the targets, and it has a swarm operation capability also. So it can go like 6 or 8 ULAQs kamikaze all together and attack the target if it's necessary. And again, in my back you can see the ULAQ unmanned surface vehicle for the surface warfare operations with the missiles and stuff. This version, the Turkish Navy will start to use it this September. Yeah, it's now under the acceptance test process at that time, and after the September, Turkish Navy will start to use it. And also we are developing the anti-submarine warfare version of it, mine warfare version of it. And for the Coast Guards, we develop a new version, like it's a search and rescue for the search and rescue missions. This is the small one on my right. It has a tethered drone capability. It's a new capability. So for the the sensors, the draft is very low. So you need something to see more with the sensors. So we use the tethered drone on it, and it'll go up to 30 meters. The elevation, and can see everywhere from there. And it has the life crafts on it, life craft boats on it. So if there are some survivors you need to help, you'll deploy it remotely on it. And it has microphone and a speaker capability on it, so you can talk to the survivors and you can listen them from your remote command and control system. The NAZAR system is the laser-based electronic attack system we developed for the Turkish Navy, and we already delivered it to Turkish Navy, the land version of it. So from now on, the Turkish Navy will use it to protect their critical facilities and the harbors against the electro-optic and the infrared guided seekers. And the system is like, as I said, it's the active system. First, it scans the air area with its lasers. It has visible bands, short wave infrared, mid wave infrared, and the long wave infrared bands on it, 4 different bands. And it scans the air area with the 4 different bands at the same time. And when it gets a return signal from these electro-optic or IR seekers, it starts to tracking it. And if you need it, you can also jam it with the same laser source. So it dazzles the eye of the seeker, I can say that, and the seeker and the guided missile cannot come to you. So it's a point defense system, like a closing weapon system. Maybe you can say like a phalanx or the Gökdeniz, the Aselsan's Gökdeniz. This is the same operational usage with the NAZAR. It has a land version for the critical infrastructure protection, and it has a naval version. And nowadays, the phase 2 of the project just started like a week ago with the SSB. So now, at that time, we will develop the smaller version of it. It's a compact NAZAR for corvettes, small combatants like fast petrol boats, and also it'll be a less wavelength on it, but it'll be a compact, like less than 1 ton, a smaller version of it, and so you can put it every kind of surface combatants, as I said, like corvettes or the small surface combatants. Yes. Yes, sir. The YAKAMOS RT is the retractable version of the YAKAMOS sonar. You know, the YAKAMOS sonar is Turkey's first indigenous sonar system, and the other class corvettes are using it like more than 10 years and more than 5,000 sail hours. The system is operational and is doing good. And also the future surface combatants is the offshore patrol vessel. For the Hisar class offshore patrol vessel, we'll use YAKAMOS. Pakistan Navy's Milgem project, 4 of them will use YAKAMOS, hull mounted sonar, and one European country will use it very soon, and the 2 system they will use it. So it is going well with the hull mounted sonar. YAKAMOS is doing well. All the algorithms are now very mature. All the dry end and the wet end, no problem. But with YAKAMOS hull mounted sonar, with some surface combatants like patrol vessels or USVs like ULAQ, they need a smaller version of it, same dry end but a new wet end. So we called it YAKAMOS RT, YAKAMOS retractable sonar, especially for the shallow water operations when the ship's drafts should be very, very small, you know, so you cannot put hull mounted sonars on them. So the RT is very, very good on operational. So you will leave it like 2 meters down, do your anti-submarine warfare operations, then you can get it back. So there is no it's all zero draft. So you can go very fast in it and let it down again and do your operations very fast. So it is a new operational concept for the YAKAMOS. As I said, it's a higher frequency version of it, so it is smaller, and as I said, the dry end, the same legacy with the YAKAMOS hull mounted sonar, but it's a proven system from our other active sonars on the high frequency.
Most welcome. My name is Murat Yalçıntaş. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the BMC Group of Companies. As a BMC Group of Companies, we are represented in the fair with 2 companies. The first one is BMC Power, where we are designing and manufacturing military-grade engines and power packs. And the second is BMC Defense. In BMC Defense, we are manufacturing and exhibiting main battle tanks, 155 millimeter howitzers, mobile howitzers, and 8x8 armored vehicles, 4x4 vehicles, tactical vehicles, and armored SUVs. We have a whole range of products here. We are one of the biggest land systems manufacturer in Turkey. Last year, we were the export leader and manufacturing leader in Turkey. We exported more than 45% of the Turkish land systems exports, and we were number 4 in the whole Turkish defense sector exports. Altay is the indigenous main battle tank of Turkey. The designer ours, so all the IP belongs to us, and most of the components are locally manufactured also. It is the 5th generation main battle tank, and it will be in serial production from 2026 on. We will believe that will be a very big strength of the Turkish army, and at the same time the armies that we are working together. In 4x4 we have 4 vehicles. One is Amazon, smallest one. The second one is a one size bigger Uran, where we integrated different armaments such as armors or 12.7 millimeter machine guns. The third, the largest one, is the Kirpi. Kirpi is a world famous vehicle. It is used not only in Turkish army but in many other armies all over the world It is very well known. We also launched a new product today, which is Tulga, which is an armored SUV. It is mainly used by the Ministry of Interior of Turkey, and we are getting some demands from some other countries also. We are also exhibiting our new trucks, 6x6 trucks, 8x8 trucks. These are the smaller range. At the bigger range, an 8x8 armored personal carrier. Two versions of it. In one version, we have integrated a 30mm turret, and at the other one, we have integrated a 12.7mm turret.
My name is Ivan Sobirko. I am manager of Unmanned Systems Center in Istanbul. Istanbul is a spectechno export. It's state foreign trading company. We are part of Ministry of Defense, and our main tasks in nowadays is import import all that items and weapons and double-use purpose productions needs to military in Ukraine in Ukrainian war. This is a model, but it's not a prototype. It's already a working drone in Ukrainian army with confirmed targets and it multiple purpose using. It could be a kamikaze drone, it could be surveillance, it could be patrolling. It has it's a platform that could be combined like Lego with different systems, depends of the purpose of use. Magura, it's because it's a maritime autonomous guard robotic apparatus, V-type, vessel type. It's a 5 model, so Magura V5. Product in Ukraine, it's a Ukrainian product. It's a good recommend in army right now. It could be different. It could be different. It could be satellite. It could be local navigation. It could be autonomous navigation. It's a platform, so it has a different class. It's in Ukrainian forces using and get requests for new, and it's manufactured. Can use different kind of connections. A satellite, it mesh. It could be local. So it very covertly could be. It could use different engines like electrical, hybrid, so it could be maximum silent and covertly on the operations. Its length 5.5 meters and with width 1.5 meters. So it's enough to be small to be high currently, and it's enough to take as much capacity as needs to military purpose. As you know, Ukraine in war, and this is a bad situation for country, but it's a good situation for manufacturers of drone who can test in real combat use the items, because a lot of military stuff doesn't work in real war. So it could be developed decades of years and doesn't work in a real situation. All that produced in Ukraine, it must be used by military, and if it doesn't work, it not will be produced. So almost every product of military and double-use product from Ukraine in future years will get a stamp of good quality, that it really tested in combat life. If you talk about vessels, if you talk about copters or aircrafts or software that use it to connect it and another situation. Our company, as in the name you can hear, the export. So after war we can export, and we will export the best Ukrainian military and double-use products to all over the world.